Ugly Truth. It's time to help our listeners out with some advice and maybe a second opinion with our guest Alexander and Kuhn in the studio. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. How is everybody enjoying October?
Oh, very good. It's very good. It's getting a little cool, but yeah.
Do you like colder weather or are you more of a summer person?
I like now, but if it gets colder,
Okay, so you don't like cold.
yeah, I like autumn.
Okay. Okay, cool. And what about you? Have you been enjoying October so far?
Yeah, I'm still on a diet. And I like cool weather, so
Okay.
it's really good.
Other than the fact that you're not on a diet.
Why do you have to be on diet? You're gonna wear thick clothes anyway. Good excuse.
Good excuse.
Yay.
Good excuse. Very good excuse indeed. Okay, so for the next just a couple of song breaks, pretty much for the remainder of our segment for today, about an hour, we are going to be reading your messages that you sent in for our Ugly Truth and also our Ask Anythings as well, which is a sub-segment. Actually, we had so many last week that I brought a few of them with us because we didn't even get a chance to go through half of them.
That's a lot.
So if you have any more Ask Anythings, can continue to bring them in. But in the meantime, let's jump into our first story. Kuhn, could you read it for us?
Flor Lopez from USA. And an advice on how to calm down because I'm having issues for my dad. I can't even be in the same room as him ever since he and my mom stopped having their space from each other. I used to work almost every day and go to school, so I didn't see Dad often and I would miss him. Now that I'm not working that much and skipped this semester, I see him every day and I really wish I was working more and going to school so that I could miss him. I just want him to stop his snide comments to me. I want him to say hi, how was your day, without asking me about how many hours I worked or why didn't I work that day. It's been hard for me. I want to be in school and working, but he thinks I'm being lazy because I can find a better job and because I'm not in school. The more I see him, the more anger I feel.
Oh, man. That's kind of a common situation too, I think.
Yeah.
All parents do that. Wow.
Right.
2 weeks in a row, we've been talking a lot about parents. I still can't remember what question I was going to ask you guys last week, too. I don't know. But I think not only dads, but either moms or aunts and uncles, I feel that they do this too.
Anyone, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I agree.
Like aunts and uncles, like especially uncles, they're just like, why did you do this? Or I have a lot of aunts on my mom's side, so my emos, they nag more than my mom, I think. Yeah, I think they nag more than my mom. I think it's probably just because his high expectations for you.
Yeah.
Or maybe that's the way he show how he cares, maybe, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of that, my grandfather on my mom's side, he had the most unique way of showing his affection.
How?
He pinched me.
Oh!
He used his toes to pinch me. And it hurt. My grandfather on my mother's side, may he rest in peace, he used to pinch me with his toes. And it was so painful. I got like this huge bruise from him 1 year. And I used to hate it when he came up to see me.
Oh.
And he used to smoke too. And I used to hate cigarettes. I mean, I lived in Korea long enough where it's just a part of the culture. But he used to joke around and try to put a cigarette in my mouth and be like, no, stop. But he loved the reaction.
Aw, that's so typical
That's how-
old people,
yeah.
you know? Aw.
So that's how he showed his affection to me. So I think, like what Alexander was saying, that might be the way your dad shows his affection for you.
Yeah. Oh, he pinches you with the toe. That's wow.
So disgusting too. And these like big toenails and it's all hairy and everything.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry for any of our listeners who are eating. I apologize.
But yeah, I think the other thing is also like because she always worked and went to school, and suddenly she's so free at home. So I don't know. In Chinese, we say a destined make two-person misses each other.
Yeah. Well, Floor, maybe to give you my 2 cents, I try not to talk about my relationship with my mom, but last week and this week, since we're talking about parents, I kind of have to.
Yeah.
But my mom, for 90% of my adult life, has only seen me like 2 to 3 times a year for 2 weeks. So about a month and a half max, she's seen me in my entire adult life, like each year. And honestly, little white lies that I would say, like, let's say I took Owen out for when you're older. Let me change it. If I took Alexander out for a few drinks, I would either not pick up her phone while I'm out, because I don't want to have to explain in front of company, yeah, I'm out, and like, you know, it's at my age, it's just something that it's kind of embarrassing to have my mom call all the way from the US at like 3 in the morning, and she's like, "What are you doing?"
Why don't you 카톡 you? Like
She
message
does.
you?
No, she calls me. And she calls me twice a day. I mean, I love her for always worrying about me. But I think for, like what Alexander was saying, like, you never really crossed paths with him. But now that you're crossing paths with him, because you've become such a different person, it's really hard for you to kind of fall into a nice relationship with him. Because I see this happening with me and myself every time my mom comes to visit. While she's here, like, I have to put everything down. Everything revolves around her. Like, I have to take her places. Like, I have to do things around her. And it's not burdensome, but, like, when it comes to just common conversation, I don't think we have a lot of things in common. Because I've just never been around her. Alexander, you've been living away from your parents for a while. Do you find this happening as well?
The thing is, like, because I only go back like twice a year, maybe. And every time I go back, we do talk a lot. And my parents are, you know, they're always fun. They talk a lot of different stuff, my dad and my mom. But I see the problem with my sister. Sometimes, sometimes she's like, you know, sometimes I just want to go home and relax. And then my dad and mom start asking me this and that. I don't want to talk. And she's like, oh, then I get it. I was like, oh. I think it's like they care. And then for my sister, what she did was she talked to them saying, Dad and Mom, sometimes can you just don't ask me so many questions? They got it. And then afterwards, I mean, peaceful. And they were like nunchi, you know, in Korean. Like, so I think it's fine. I try to talk to your dad about your real feelings and see how he feels. Because, you know, it's a mutual relationship. So.
Cool, and I know that you promote while you're at home, so obviously you do see your mom a lot more instead of just living in the dorms. But, you know, like, as you guys do a lot of schedules, obviously the time difference does cause that you don't really see your mom for, like, certain periods of time.
Yeah.
Do you find yourself more recently, since you are promoting, like, sometimes you two kind of get in a little bit of a fight because it's just she doesn't get what you're doing?
Yeah, but she just it's true that if we are close to each other more spend some time together, and that's more like
Ideal?
no, that's we fight each other very much
Okay.
when we are close.
Okay.
Okay. So because you're close, that's why you argue more.
Yeah.
Okay. The thing is, like, I don't know, but Cohen did not really officially live alone yet.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
I
Once
think-
you're away from your parents and you live together again, I think it's quite difficult.
I don't think I'm going to ever be able to live with my family again.
Really?
I apologize to anybody who takes this offensively, but I went back a few years ago to the US, and my mom's side of the family lives at least 20 minutes away from each other. Like, my mom and my third aunt, they live like 10 minutes away from each other. My other aunt from my house, about 10 minutes. Then the other aunt's house, and then my other cousin's house, it's like 20 minutes away. The other one is like 30 minutes away. So we live within like an hour's distance, and they always meet on the weekends. And I don't think that I can go back to that kind of atmosphere. My family gets together every single weekend, and they talk about the same things over and over and over again. It's like Chuseok every weekend.
Yeah.
nagging, complaining, comparing.
Oh, I hate
Like
that.
all of us cousins are uncomfortable. The sisters are fighting. My mom has, on my mom's side of the family, 7 girls, 1 boy. I have 6 aunts.
I have 5 on.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
And it's just, it's just like, and they're sisters, so we can't really jump into that situation.
Right. Cousins are just eye rolling and
Yeah, and we're just, and then we're the kids, and we're just like,
yeah.
ice cream, let's go.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you get that.
See?
Yeah, right.
So when it comes, I think that's the downside for big families, but I think every family has this. Like everybody has this. And I think it's going to get worse as you get older because Fleur, you're now in college, you're working now, you're becoming more independent. But I think it's inevitable. We talked about having kids last week on the show, but I think that once you have a child, it's inevitable that you worry about them.
Yeah.
Like you're going to worry about them.
To be fair, parents, if they didn't care, they're not your parents.
Exactly.
Yeah, you'll be the same when you have your own kids. Sounds like I have my own kid already. But yeah.
Well, I mean, having pets is also like being a parent, so I kind of understand. Like, if I were to have to send my puppy off because I, quote, wedded her, I think I would be pretty empty if I had to do that. So, yeah, I mean, parents, it's inevitable. You're probably going to be the same, like Alexander said. But
Yeah.
talking to him, I think wouldn't be that bad of an idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if any parents are listening, please try not to be too overprotected. Please.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trust your kids.
How about express all her feelings to her?
Yeah, she should.
Yeah.
Talk to him.
Have
It's not
some
bad.
conversations.
Yeah, I'm sure dad should understand. If you talk and he still don't get it, then that's a problem. But
I mean, there is going to come a point in your life where, you know how they say the cycle of life is like our parents get a certain age and then we start taking care of them. Like there's going to be a time in your life where you see your father or your mother and they're not as strong as they used to be in your eyes and you kind of see them through a different perspective. So, I mean, up until then, I think everyone is going to have this kind of problem. But talking to him, I think, would be the best.
Yeah. And if it is hard, she should write some letters.
Oh, that's a nice idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, writing a letter wouldn't be that bad. Handwritten, preferably.
I guess I don't have this problem because my dad always SNS. I think so.
No,
Facebook.
my mom also SNSs as well, but she doesn't post her own things. She just reads. So she stalks me on SNS.
Oh.
Oh man.
Yeah. So, I love you, Mom. Just in case you're listening. I love you. No worries. I love you. But yeah, Fleur, everybody has this. And I think your dad, because you're there so much, it's getting on your nerves because of
Yeah.
it. So talk to him. If not, get another job.
Yeah.
I'd get another job.
Work.
Yeah, work. Just get out of the house. Okay, continue to send in your Ask Anythings. We are going to be reading some from last week that we didn't get around to, and we would love to read some more for this week as well. So continue to send those in. But, Fleur, we're dedicating this next song to you. We've got Infinite with Hamke together, and we'll see you guys after this with our next story. We're going to move on to our next story, and then we are going to jump into our Ask Anythings as well.
Yeah.
So, Alexander, let's read our next story.
Yeah, from United Arab Emirates, from Shama. Having to approach or talk with people is probably my biggest fear. I feel really tense if I were in a place with people around me. I just never feel comfortable whether it's in a public place or at school. What scares me the most is that I'm starting my first year in university this month, and I'm going to have to deal with a lot of people every single day. School's already been one long nightmare for me, and I don't want it to be the same with university because I really want to enjoy my time there. I hope I can get an advice.
Kwon, before you joined your team, were
Yeah.
you a big people person? Did you like talk a lot of people?
Yeah, I used to be talkative
Oh,
around people and when there is some problems at school, always the center, the matter, the cause was me.
troublemaker.
Yeah.
Oh.
Are there, actually, I'm thinking, are there any introverts who debut as entertainers or like singers? Because a lot of them are like, in Korea we say they have a lot of gi. They're like very outgoing. I don't think.
No,
Sure.
I've interviewed a singer that is very quiet. Vix's Leo.
Oh!
He is the hardest individual to let talk. He's getting better.
Oh, really?
But Leo, if he's not singing or dancing, he's like, 안녕하세요.
Quiet, quiet.
네. He doesn't smile. He never smiles. I'm just like, wow, 안녕하세요. And he's like, 네. Yeah, when I interviewed him, he was one of the hardest interviews that I ever did.
Okay.
That's character.
Yeah. So I think we do have a few people like that in the K-pop world. Do any of your members? Is there any of your members that are like this?
No, every member is really lively.
Yeah.
Really noisy.
Yeah, I'm sure. Groups.
Okay. Alexander, what about you? Were you a shy student when you were growing up?
Oh, when I was a fat boy, I never really talked. And I was like, oh, yeah. But then, ever since when after I lost weight, and I laugh in class. You know, I've had problem controlling my laugh. I would like laugh in the middle of I was getting into trouble. But don't be like me.
Shama, I think that if you've gotten through high school, you're pretty much done with university. High school is the worst, I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
College is much more free and you don't even have to talk to people if you don't want, to be honest.
Unless your school is like Korean college and you have to do group projects.
Oh, I
hated group projects.
Oh.
Unless you have to do a group project, I think that if you go to college, when I was going to community college, until I got into Japanese class, I had no friends. I just went to school, went to class, did my homework, asked teachers questions, went home. But I liked that freedom.
Yeah.
Nobody's looking at you.
Yeah.
Nobody
You just do
cares.
your own thing.
You just go to class, take your notes, ask your questions, and go home.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nobody's picking on you.
Right?
Nobody's looking at what you're wearing.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. They're too busy getting to class.
Yeah. It's more independent, I would say, college life.
Yeah, independence is like the best thing to enjoy in college.
Yeah, don't be afraid. I mean, you experience it, but I think it's still good to get a little of social, skills, because in future when you find a job, you might have to meet a lot of people.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Gemma, depending on what you're majoring in your university, I mean, if you're not necessarily, if you're going to be a veterinarian, honestly, you don't really have to interact with people. So, I mean, if you feel that you're too quiet and it's literally like too fearful for you to talk to people, then don't try to make the first move.
Yeah. I mean, don't worry. I mean, if you meet the right person, you will naturally talk.
Yeah.
You don't have to force yourself, right?
Yeah,
Some people
right.
just makes you talk naturally.
She should just not think about her high school.
Yeah, it's very different.
Very different. Kwon, you're not in college yet. How do you know?
I have some romance.
What she wishes college is like.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think Korean colleges are a lot more fun, though. I mean, college life for me was a very different experience in both of the colleges that I went to. One of the colleges that I went to here in Korea, it was literally like classmates, alumni, we're one, let's do this, that kind of atmosphere. But then there's other colleges where they don't care. You're here, you're not. It's your grade, it's your money.
In Korea,
yeah. In Korea. It's your money, your grade, not mine. Have fun. So I think depending on what university life is like for you, if you have a roommate, I think that maybe that'll help. Like if you're going to be living on dorms, I think that might help break the ice for you a little bit.
Yeah, just find one or two good friends. You don't need a bunch.
Yeah, you don't need a bunch. But trust me, Shama, high school, college, different. Very different.
Agree.
There's no school jock. There's not the prom queen. There's no Mr. Perfect or Miss Perfect. There's no bullies.
Yeah.
That all goes away.
I agree.
Oh.
Yeah, that all goes away. It goes bye-bye in college.
Yeah, it's very different with high school. Really, really different.
I don't think I've ever seen somebody like being bullied in college. Unless you're in sororities or something like that. But
Yeah,
I wasn't
right.
a part of that kind of
In
culture.
Korea, also like 동아리, we call that the group.
Yeah, the groups, the clubs.
Yeah.
College clubs. I
Don't
mean, but
worry.
even in college clubs, I don't think I've ever seen somebody that was like bullying.
Because everybody's
them.
more grown up already. And if
Yeah.
anybody really bullies, the other is gonna like, oh, can you stop being so childish?
Yeah.
Right? It's more mature. So
I
don't
think-
worry.
I think we're giving Koon some very high expectations for.
Yeah, she's gonna complain. No, my college wasn't like that.
She's like, she comes back. She's like, "Wait, what do you mean? College is awful." But just in case Shama really wants to break the ice, what are some ways that maybe she could break the ice with someone?
I really think, I don't know. I just think that if you would feel some people you would like to talk to.
Oh,
Just
chemistry?
Yeah, and just the good thing. I mean, why don't you use K-pop? Hey, do you like K-pop?
Yeah,
Do you watch
K-pop
this
is a
show?
big one.
Yeah. You're a fan of, like, let's say, you're a fan of VIX. Oh, wow. I'm a fan of Super Junior. Wow, yeah. Then you guys would start talking,
Yeah.
Oh.
right? That's a good thing. Or Korean drama. Why not?
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Do you like your movie? Oh, yeah, I like your movie. Blah, blah, blah. That's how you start it.
That's how you go.
I'll talk about guys.
No, that could get awkward.
No, yeah.
That could get awkward.
Look at that jock.
That could be awkward.
Awkward.
Or Shama, in college, it's not a bad idea to get really close with your professors. Like, talk with your professors a lot more. I don't know if the other students are going to like this, but it's a good mature move, especially for later on in your life. If you meet one of your professors that really help you in your major or just open up as an individual, I mean, that could be a life friend because you're entering university as an adult, and of course your professor's an adult as well.
And
So,
to be really realistic, sometimes you need recommendation letters. Professor hates it when you only find them when you need them.
yeah.
So be friends with them first. you know?
Yeah. I mean, I found that your professors are a lot lonelier than you think they are.
Yeah, because everybody's like scared of them. Like draw a line. Like, oh, professor.
Yeah. And because they are adults that love what they do most of the time,
Yeah.
they love what subject they're teaching. So becoming friends or getting, a nice adult, like critical conversation with them
Yeah.
would actually help.
If it's awkward during the semester, wait until the semester's over.
Yeah.
That's what we do. We have chimak together. Chicken! Fried chicken!
Koon's over here like, really? Her eyes are like sparkling. She's like, oh, I can't wait to go to college.
Yeah.
What's the first thing you want to do when you go to college, Koon?
I would like to do the group homework.
Project!
Yeah.
Oh man, trust me, especially if you're working.
No, thank you.
Sorry, I'm busy. I'm only free from 9 to 10. Oh, really? I'm only free from 7 to 8. Oh, I have things to do tomorrow. Oh, I have a family meeting tomorrow. Then when should we meet? No
Yeah.
answer at all. Until the last few days, and hey, I think we really should meet up. If you're lucky, if you have one person who is very active, that person will like, hey, we have to meet. If not, then good luck.
Or I'm expecting preparing for the festival.
Oh, that would be
Festivals are
good.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Festivals are fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
focus
festivals
on
are
that
fun.
only.
Festivals are fun. Yeah,
Group
focus
projects?
on.
No.
Cool, and I didn't go to class. I dropped that subject because I didn't want to do group projects. I got my group and I'm just like, I'm dropping the class. I went to the professor and I was like, I'm dropping the class. He's like, why? I'm just like, I don't want to do a group project. He's like, why? I showed him the messages. I'm just like, I'm working and putting myself through college. I'm paying for my tuition. I'm not paying to do this.
Oh.
And so I made a very childish but also very adult decision to drop the class. So yeah, I
I'm
just dropped
sure
the class.
he has no comment.
No, he couldn't say anything. I was just like, do you think I can honestly do this by myself? And he just like, no. I was like, is it that big of a concept? He's like, yes. I'm just like, okay, then I'm dropping the class. And you'll probably never see me again. Thank you. And so I left. And I dropped the class. Cool, and you do not want to do group projects. Trust me.
Okay.
You do not want to do group
If you could choose your own members, please choose the smart ones.
Choose the quiet kids. Ooh, Shama, you're the quiet kid. You're going to be number one in a group project.
Yeah. People will approach you. Just make sure don't avoid those really active, lazy, laid-back person. Plastics.
Oh, you call them plastics?
They're like, hey, can we be in the same group? Because they want you to do everything. How do you call that? The free riders.
Free riders.
Yeah.
I was like, free what? Free what? Free riders, yes, that's
Free
true.
hugs.
But Shama, I mean, university is actually a place where you can find yourself a lot more. You're going to be open up to many different types of people because you're in university now. There's people coming from different parts of the country, different parts of the world, in different majors, and they're all coming to see their own major on one campus. So they're way too busy to worry about what you dress like, what you look
Yeah,
like.
it's more free.
Yeah, what group you're in, what classes you're taking. So don't feel as burdened. I think university life would be a lot easier
It's a
for
new
you.
life.
Yeah, and
It's a new beginning.
never know. You might become the most popular one in college.
Yeah.
Yeah. So good luck with that. Well,
Whiting,
we're-
whiting.
Yes, we have a lot of your Ask Anything, so we're going to rush into this next track. We've got 여자친구 G-Friend with 오늘부터 우리는 Me Gustas Tune. We'll see you guys after this with our Ask Anythings. It's time for your Ask Anythings
Yay.
sub-segment here on our Ugly Truth, and let's start off with Koon.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is Joe from Portugal. Go on math or English. Which subject are you good at? Good at?
Math or English?
I actually like English more.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, then, Alexander, what was your question?
Oh, my question here. What is the best pickup line that you have used or best pickup line someone's used to you on you? Do you have any?
Alexander, your best pickup line.
Come
on.
A lot.
Come on, best pickup line.
Is it hot here? It's quite hot here, right? Sorry, my bad. So I do this kind of like.
And this works on girls?
Some, yeah. I mean, close friends, they're gonna punch you for sure. Like, ugh. They're like, ugh. But others are like, ha ha ha, that's so funny.
Okay. Cool. If a guy was to approach you with a
Yeah.
pickup line, what don't you want him to say? Like, ew. Like, don't say that. Like, what would be something really cheesy?
너무 예쁘세요.
No.
Right?
I like it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I like it.
I thought it's gonna sound like perverted or something.
I like someone approached me.
Oh,
Yeah.
in any way.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, she's still young.
I know, right? Wait till they approach is 전화번호 뭐야?
Well, she doesn't have a phone right now, so she
Oh,
doesn't
true.
really have anything to do to give him. Then how? Okay, cheesy pickup lines. Cheesy pickup lines. I think all cheesy pickup lines are cheesy pickup lines. I don't care if you're 장동건, they're cheesy pickup lines.
It's really hard to think suddenly.
Like, I love Johnny Depp, but if Johnny Depp came up and said, "Oh, baby, you must be tired because you've been walking in my head all day," I'd be like, ew. I'd be like, ew.
Oh, also you don't like cheesy lines.
Please
Pickup
don't.
line.
Just buy me a drink and give me your number. That would be better. And give me the choice for me to call you or not.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Awkward. Moving on. Koon, what's your next question?
It's Joe. And Koen, did you do any after school activities?
Like, after school, other than studying, was there anything that you did?
I participated CAs like 동아리.
Oh, clubs.
Yeah.
Oh, what kind of clubs? Like singing or?
No. Yeah, singing. It was singing.
Choir or?
Choir.
Oh, choir.
Okay, choir. Alexander, were there any extracurricular activities you did?
No.
You didn't do anything in school?
No, not really. I do like school events, like doing MC stuff. I don't really.
No, not in college, like in high school.
Yeah.
Really?
I don't really do-
No sports,
No.
no key club.
I told you I was a fat boy. Ah.
Oh, you poor
Loser. Wetori. Oh, man.
Oh. Okay. Alexander, next question.
The question just now was from Flo Lopez, by the way. And the next one is from Melita from Indonesia. Asking it, number one, what are you all usually doing to relieve your stress? What do you guys do for relief? And number two is, what country, place do you really want to visit?
Oh, everywhere in the world. I'd love to visit.
Yeah.
Stress. What was stress?
How do I relieve stress?
Boxing for you?
Yeah, no, boxing for me is, I haven't been going as much as I did the first month because of many different things. Like, this month has been super busy for me, and it's actually kind of stressful that I can't go and relieve my stress. But other than that, like boxing or video games or knitting. Very different, but either video games or knitting.
Wow.
Yeah, knitting and concentrating on the numbers and like adding and subtracting and the patterns and all that other stuff. It does kind of help me relax.
Me exercise and game too.
Yeah,
exercise like
games.
CrossFit or whatever. I don't know. It's tiring, but you just feel really like, whew.
Yeah, you
chew on
relieve
it.
a lot of stress. I used to not understand why people felt so relaxed
Right?
after
I was
like
don't
working
you get
out.
more stress and
Yeah,
tired?
but I think I found something that I
Right.
like. Yeah.
What about you, Tuntu?
I just sing a song really loudly
Ah.
at a car,
used to do that.
or I
Do you guys
Color-
stress eat?
eat, but I cannot eat well.
good,
but
good,
so
good,
I
good.
just color some coloring books.
Oh yeah, the coloring books.
No. I get stressed.
Oh, with those coloring books?
Yeah, you cannot color out of the line. I'm like, no.
You feel restricted.
Yeah.
It is a good way to get rid of some other
Stress.
stuff. Yeah,
Oh,
stress.
that's unique.
Okay. Well, we're very different.
Yeah. What about what country and places you want to visit?
Cold countries, any cold country.
Cold? Really? Cold? I want to go to like hot places like Malaysia or like Boracay.
Me no like it.
Oh, really?
Me no like
I'm
it.
trying to go in January if I finish my drama, I hope. It's so cold in Korea.
Yeah, I mean, I love cold, so I would love to visit like cold countries. But I also love to visit Peru. I'd love to go back to the Philippines. I'd love to go to any country that I've never been to. I'd love to go if I ever had the chance to. So I really envy the idols these days because you guys get to go to so many different countries.
Yeah, right.
Nah, I didn't get that when I was doing my promotions. I went to China once,
Okay.
and it was a very long drive.
Uh-huh.
We like were in the car for 6 hours, and they were like, "Oh, that's a short trip." I'm like, "Oh my goodness,
6
so
hours?
sad."
No.
Okay. Kuan, do you have another question, or is that it?
Yeah, it's Joao. And Koen, do you have anything you want to do with your fans other than a fan meeting?
Why don't you try to have a meal with them?
Yeah.
I did that before. It's 재밌어. It's
Oh,
so fun.
Eating with the fans?
Yeah.
Or
eating with them.
cooking something for fans.
Oh,
Oh,
that's sweet.
Oh man, cooking. Are you good at cooking?
No?
Something you can just cook
Yeah,
you
I
know,
just
instant
try.
noodle. They'll be happy.
Okay. Sounds good. Alexander, do you have any more, or are you done?
I'm done.
Okay.
Yay.
I have one. If you have any supernatural powers, what would you want to have?
Teleport.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
Jumper.
Right.
Jumper.
Yeah.
Jumper. It's like,
Teleport.
bam, I'm in Peru. Bam, I'm in
Right.
Paris. Bam, I'm back in the studio.
I thought about mind reading, but I believe I'm gonna be so upset.
Yeah, I used to want to do
Right.
mind reading too, but then I watched
things you don't wanna see.
True Blood, and I was like, no, I don't want to.
Oh, I don't want to know what people think negatively. You'll be so
Yeah,
upset.
Jumper. I love that movie.
But I like time sleep too.
Oh, okay,
Time.
controlling time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it reminds me of what's that about time?
Mm.
If you change something in the past, it's gonna change everything in the future. That's why I don't want. Jumper is good. Teleport. Yay! Let's teleport.
Yeah,
Let's go.
We can teleport to Paris, have dinner, and then come back into the studio and do a live
So
show.
good. Yay!
That'd be so cool. I would love to do that.
Right.
Teleporting. That'd be amazing. As our second hour is coming to an end, though, if I could throw something right now, I probably would. But Alexander is leaving us. But it's for a good cause.
Yeah, because I'm doing this drama.
Mr. Superstar.
No. But really, thank you for inviting me in the very first place. It was Isagi Nuna who actually called me one day and said, "Hey, do you want to do this section with us?" And I came here. It was like so fun. I love, and then I get to meet Koon.
Yeah.
It's been a while. Like I've been really like not active, and yeah, this is a good start. And now I'm doing drama. But
Don't be
yeah.
Mr. Superstar and like never come back.
Oh, 누구세요? No. Of course, I definitely want to come back. Please do invite me. Really.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how long is the drama set to be running?
The drama.
Like when do you guys go into like the first shoot?
It's actually next week or 2 weeks later. So we're gonna start filming it. They'll be showing it on air from January, but we are filming it in advance because there's so many action scenes. And
That's why you've been
stunts.
going to martial arts school. Oh,
Really tiring, but yeah, it's gonna be fun.
okay.
And
Yeah.
yeah. But thank you so much for showing so much love and care. Really,
Okay.
this sounds so lame, but really. Oh, it's so sad.
Yeah, so sad.
But thank you so much for joining us, and we would love to keep us updated about the drama, though. We would
Yeah.
really like to see what's going on. All right, well, we're going to listen to our last track for today before we say goodbye. Hyoko was singing Wing Wing, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye. Thank you, guys.